Welcome back to the More to Us podcast. We got another bracket for you today. This one's going to be comedy actors. We got some greats on the list.
Bracket City up in here.
Oh, yeah. You know, we love the brackets.
Yeah.
We love the brackets.
Bracketology. So
A lot of good comedian actors
Oh, yeah.
on this
indeed.
list.
First up.
Go ahead.
You know, first up we got Martin Lawrence versus Will Ferrell. And
This is one of those first round matchups that I dread.
you know, we love the first
I was just
rounds.
about
We
to
make
say
the
that,
first
too.
rounds difficult.
Yeah.
You know, we make them spicy, you know. We don't know what's going to happen here.
Because I would say Martin Lawrence is definitely worthy of being a second round guy,
Indeed.
right?
Indeed, but I wouldn't take anything away from Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
You know.
This comes down to the classics of both of them that I think you've seen. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those times that you really gotta look at the classics that you know and love by heart. You go back and watch, but like both of these are like tremendous, crazy. Just their resumes speak for themselves.
Indeed. You know, Will Ferrell, he's got some firepower, but I don't think he's got a show like Martin.
I don't know if Will Ferrell's ever even been in a show.
Not
If
even
he
there,
had,
I
it was
guess.
in
He was in The
Yeah,
Office
I
for
think
like an
he's-
episode or two.
I think he's
Okay,
had some
one
like
of those.
guest star roles,
but not like
and
his
it's,
own
not
show
a-
like Steve Carell
yeah.
has with The
Yeah.
Office.
Like Martin, you know, that TV show. I don't know if you've seen
No, I've
it.
seen Martin. I watched Nick at Night.
We just put you on to Martin
Yeah,
not
no,
too
I'll
long
go back
ago.
and watch
you
that.
know that
I mean, who wants to go first?
I can go on ahead and go first because, you know, Martin Lawrence, he has my vote. His stand up is hysterical. The way he be going at people is hilarious. I love Martin Lawrence. So yeah, he's got my, and then Bad Boys, come on. With Will Smith, you know, Will's not on the list. You guys don't. Spoiler alert, Will's not on the list.
It's comedians.
Yeah, funny people. But you know. List is being adjusted.
I'll go finish complete thought, Eli.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Martin Lawrence has my vote.
No, I like Martin Lawrence, but I feel like it would be disrespectful to go against Will Ferrell here. I mean, he just has so
Indeed,
many
indeed, yeah.
classics. I mean, just to name a few: Anchorman, Talladega Nights. He's hilarious in The Office in the couple episodes that he's in. Blades of Glory.
I mean, you know,
It's provocative. It
Yeah.
gets people going.
The other guys. I
Martin.
mean, come on.
You know, Bad Boys 1, 2, and 3. You know, Big Mama.
I said they
Welcome
had resumes
Home,
that
Roscoe
didn't need to be
Jenkins.
listed,
Hey,
and then you both proceeded to list the resumes.
Hey, bro, you know, he got to listen Will Ferrell, and I felt like I wasn't doing Martin Lawrence justice.
No, I'm with you.
You know, so
Well,
I just
I hate to do this to you,
And also,
but I was gonna go Martin Lawrence.
really, wow.
Yo, that
You didn't need to list his
My heart
resume.
skipped a
I
beat
had
a
your
little
back.
bit. Yeah, you know, hey, you know, we love Will Ferrell.
We need more cowbell. Come on.
I love Will Ferrell, but like
love Will Ferrell, but you know, it is
Martin Lawrence can do it all: stand-up shows, movies.
TV shows.
You guys got that one wrong. You guys
Nah,
got that
I
one
don't-
wrong.
I don't know.
That's
I don't
fair.
know. I
That's
don't
fair.
know. I
That's
don't
fair.
know.
We've had big disagreements before.
I think Martin Lawrence deserves to be in the second round. Was the first thing that you said.
Correct, but
Thought he did.
Will Ferrell probably deserves to be in the
He
final.
thought he did. That's very true.
So,
I mean, this is a tough
This
one.
list, I don't know if Will Ferrell deserves to be in the final.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying he's final caliber. I definitely would not say Martin
Indeed.
Lawrence is
Indeed.
of that caliber.
Indeed.
It's kind of washed.
Whoa.
Last Bad Boys was,
I mean,
I thought Martin Lawrence did more than Will Smith in that one.
I didn't even
the
see it.
comedy section. Yeah.
Whoa.
Bad Boys 3? I had no interest.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I loved
watched-
it.
Yeah,
I
don't know
loved
what
it.
Yeah,
Big Mama's House, loved them all. I mean, I totally agree with you, but I went the other way this time.
No, it's all good.
I gave you a shout out on this next one. Wrote you in Seinfeld
I saw
because
that.
I thought that was unfair that we didn't give him a shout out, being one of the most successful comedians of all time.
Okay. Well, we have in our next
Seinfeld
match.
versus Danny McBride. My bad.
No, you're good.
Real
Why
quick,
don't you go first?
Danny McBride in Tropic Thunder when he's blowing up the dynamite.
You know, I just
One of the
watched.
classic scenes.
I still need to go back and watch that. Rewatch it.
What was it that you just put me on that we had watched?
Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound and Down. We just
Classic.
watched that entire series. And
If you thought that was funny, check out
Danny
Vice Principals.
You ever seen what's his karate movie? The Foot Fist Way. It's the movie that pretty much put Danny McBride on the map. His first movie, hilarious.
Huh, I don't know. I've never seen that one.
Yeah, neither have I. But no, Danny McBride is hilarious. And I don't know too much about Seinfeld. And, you know, I don't know where you guys are going to go with this. But I'm going to go and cast my vote with Danny McBride. Because Eastbound and Down was hilarious. Like, every season, just
He plays some.
punchline.
Yeah.
He was a goofy nigga the entire series. It was hilarious.
Have you seen he has Vice Principals, or no, not Vice Principals. He has another show on HBO that's pretty good. And it takes place in a school. He's the gym teacher. I can't remember what it's called, but pretty much everything McBride touches is gold.
Right. Where are you going?
Oh, I'm going Jerry Seinfeld, the best sitcom easily of all time, the funniest sitcom of all time. Every episode, you can relate pretty much anything in life, any scenario in life to Seinfeld. There's an episode for everything.
You say that all for the people who don't know. He says that all the time. All the time.
Mm-hmm. And I know Jerry's not a big movie star actor. Once again, like you said, most successful comedian of all time, financial wise, and I find it hard to believe that there's another sitcom funnier than Seinfeld. Like, I don't think anything comes close. Plus, he gave us B Movie. B Movie's fire.
I did like
Bumblebee Benson.
There's no arguments there.
I love when he's choosing his outfit. He's like black, yellow, black and yellow. So yeah, we're going Jerry.
Okay. Where did your vote lie?
This one's tough because I did watch a little bit of Seinfeld stand up when I was younger. I thought it was kind of funny. Mm-hmm. Haven't seen a lot of Seinfeld. I've watched a little bit. It was pretty funny, especially for the time. Like it was some grade A comedy. But
the best in Seinfeld is whenever they're talking about gay people, because back then you kind of could talk about it, but anytime they spoke about it, it's not that there's anything wrong with that. Every single time.
Dan McBride, crazy, like him, and This Is the End, Eastbound and Down. I mean, that guy, he has a movie, it's like Your Highness. It's like a medieval type movie.
It's him and Franco, isn't it?
Yeah. That's funny.
Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, he does. I mean, the guy, he does, and I loved Vice Principals too, so, this one's tough. I'm gonna vote based on who I'd rather see in the second round up against Martin Lawrence, and that's gonna be Seinfeld. Not to this was a tough choice. I could have gone either way. I just want to see Seinfeld up against Martin Lawrence in the second round, so I'm gonna go with Martin Lawrence.
Okay. Yeah. You mean
or Seinfeld? Yeah.
Okay.
So he faces Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
While the late addition to the bracket, moving on, second round.
Mm-hmm. Just added to the roster too.
Here's a guy that I believe you both like. Jim Carrey, Ben Stiller.
Jim Carrey, Ben Stiller.
I like this list because I think I'm pretty unfamiliar as to who your favorite comedians are, both of you, especially like movie comedians. And these are two of, we grew up on both these guys, right? So interested to see what you guys pick here.
So my favorite Jim Carrey movie is by far The Grinch. He played that role. That's my favorite Christmas movie by far.
Oh yeah, I love The Grinch. I love The Grinch.
That shit is hilarious. The live action version of The Grinch is hilarious. You don't need to watch the.
Not the new shit with who is it? Benedict. What's the dude's name from Doctor Strange?
The Dr. Seuss. That other one, don't watch that.
Yeah.
The newest one, don't watch that.
No,
But-
I did watch it. Unfortunately, yeah.
How was it? Because I didn't
Not.
watch it.
Don't waste your time.
Okay.
Don't waste your time.
Wasn't planning on it, but Ben Stiller, he gave us what is it? Night at the Museum. That used to be my shit. Growing up, Night at the Museum was all that. and a bag of chips.
Night at the Museum's so good and not even near the top of his catalog. Like he has so many movies
agree.
better than Night at the Museum.
I agree.
And
I agree. But
tough matchup.
you know,
Who you going with?
my vote is going to have to lie with the man Jim Carrey. You know, he's just
No, I fuck with
who's
that.
topping Jim Carrey?
Ace Ventura?
Is Ben Stiller?
A slinky.
Is Ben Stiller topping Jim Carrey? The question is
Yes, for me.
yes.
Ooh.
I'm not a big Jim Carrey fan.
Ooh.
Didn't watch the Ace Ventura movies.
Oh,
I tried
sin.
to.
That's a sin.
I tried to.
Have you
didn't
seen
really
the Ace
like
Ventura
them.
movies, Eli? Oh my God.
He's had a couple. He's had a couple that I did like, but
I don't know if we're qualified
For
to be voting on this.
me personally, I'm going Ben Stiller. What is
no,
this?
I love Ben Stiller.
What is this? A school for ants?
What is that? Is that
Zoolander.
Zoolander? The
Will
Blue
Ferrell's in
Steel?
that?
Blue Steel?
Will Ferrell's in that?
Owen Wilson?
Crazy.
Owen Wilson and Ben Stiller, insane duo.
Yeah. So, yeah, Ben Stiller, 1-1. Jacob, you're the tiebreaker.
Looking at the list, this is, as the first round matchups, this is by far the most difficult one.
Yeah.
Because I love both these guys.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even touch on Meet the Fockers, Meet the Parents,
Meet the
Little
Fockers
Fockers,
was hilarious. Yeah,
Starsky
all
and
of
Hutch,
that.
him and Owen Wilson, hilarious.
Mhm.
Damn. Along came Molly or Polly? I don't know. Just Ben Stiller's got so many good movies.
And
But then you look at-
Jim Carrey.
And then Jim Carrey does too.
I was gonna say, yeah, we can't
that-
act like Jim Carrey doesn't have.
No,
any
I don't know who to
Well,
pick
no,
here.
it felt like that's where he was
That's-
gonna
yeah, it
hate.
was
Because
gonna-
I was
yeah,
just
he was
going
gonna
off.
pull the heel.
No, I have no idea.
Jim Carrey, Ben Stiller.
What's Jim Carrey got? Jim Carrey's got Ace Ventura, obviously the Grinch,
The Mask.
the Cable guy,
Ooh, The Mask. Wow.
the Cable guy. Ben Stiller's also in that. Oh, dude, Bruce Almighty.
It's a tough one. Tough.
Wow. You know what? I just recalled a movie. Dodgeball.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have to go Ben Stiller. I cannot go.
Understood. You know.
Vince
understood.
Vaughn killed that movie too.
That's hilarious.
Globo Gym.
Hey,
We're better than you, and we know it.
so you're going Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller. That was tough. Globo Gym,
We
bro.
got James Franco versus Bill Burr.
Mm.
I just got recently hit to Bill Burr, and let me tell you, that motherfucker's funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, I dropped it early on, but that guy is hilarious. He's
You might
had
want to
me.
lean forward.
My fault. Bill Burr is hilarious. You know, I just got hip to him. His stand-up, funny. What is it? Red Rocks. That is hilarious. Had me out of my seat a few times. You know what I'm saying? But James Franco isn't. You know, he gave me my favorite monkey movie. No.
Oh, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Dude,
Indeed.
when I saw that, I know we're talking
Indeed,
comedies, but
yeah,
when I saw that movie, I thought that was one of the best movies I had ever seen in theaters. It was a great
very
movie.
Yeah, indeed. But even that, and that had nothing to do with.
Love how you
comedy.
just
it wasn't
named it.
funny.
Non-comedic movie.
I know it wasn't exactly. It wasn't funny at all, but it was a good movie. You know what I'm saying? But all his Pineapple Express, This Is the End. He was amazing. You know, he's hilarious. He is a hilarious actor. So I'm gonna go with James Franco on this one.
All right. It's a good solid choice.
You want to go? You want me to go?
You can go.
I concur with Eli. I know James Franco isn't, I guess by trade, a comedian, but when he does star in comedies, it is hilarious. And the interview, I mean, he's really good at playing an absolute idiot.
Indeed.
And I don't know if anyone plays an idiot better than James Franco. So, we're going Franco.
I'm gonna go ahead and give Bill Burr his flowers in that case.
Harry Osborn.
We can move on to the next round, but I'm gonna give Bill Burr his flowers. His comedy is fire.
I know in my
F is
mind
for fun.
that Bill Burr is the
F is for
who
fun.
should have moved on. You know, like
I wouldn't say
by
that. I wouldn't say-
technicalities, I
wouldn't
feel
say
like
that.
I was thinking that before I casted my vote. You know, I was like, I want to give Bill Burr the chance, the opportunity to go to the next round. But then I was like, I can't do that to James Franco. Because
Well, this is also one of those cases that I feel like he's the better matchup in the second round too. Because
Very
then you're
Very
forced
true.
Ben Stiller, Bill Burr.
Yeah,
That's a
Yeah,
very tough
yeah.
one. Ben Stiller's easily moving out of there because they're
Right,
not really
right.
comparable.
Right, I agree. So in this next round, we have Kevin Hart and Seth Rogen.
Easy.
Oh, who are you taking then?
Oh.
Kevin Hart.
Okay.
Seth Rogen. In my opinion, I think Seth Rogen is a little bit overrated. I don't like his voice very much. He's funny in the interview and in This Is the End and Pineapple Express, but I think he's carried in a lot of those movies.
Wow,
And-
that's crazy because I thought he was doing the carrying.
Okay.
Very
Kevin Hart. His movies are. He has some good movies.
You didn't
What's
like
the
Green
one?
Hornet?
What's the one with Wolf? No, Green Hornet. No, I was not a fan.
Whoa,
I wasn't a
Green
fan. I don't want to hate on it.
interesting.
I wasn't a fan.
Was hilarious.
Yeah, I thought Green
What's the
Hornet.
Kevin Hart movie with Will Ferrell? Get Hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Get Hard.
R.I.P. to Will Ferrell. But Kevin Hart's stand-ups are hilarious too. One of the few guys I actually have seen. He is in this bracket.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, who are
we'll
you
go
going with
K
then?
Hart.
I was definitely gonna go with Kevin Hart myself. You know, I'm not gonna. I don't think there's not too many people on this list that I'm taking over Kevin Hart, especially not in the first round. But yeah, I'm definitely going with Kevin Hart here against Seth Rogen. Like, I love Seth Rogen. He is hilarious. Like, you know, and he was Pumbaa in my favorite Lion King. You know.
He turned his back on Franco so quick
No,
too.
no,
It's
no,
hard
no,
to
no,
it's hard
no,
to like
Lion King,
Rogen.
That came out
All right.
wrong. It
All
wasn't
right.
not
All
the
right.
favorite
No, it's
Lion
cool.
King.
It's cool. I'm gonna go.
My favorite Disney
No.
movie, Lion King.
I don't
I
want to
like the
hear it. I
animated
don't
and the
want to
live
hear it. I
action.
don't.
But he was in a live action.
He was.
Kevin Hart's getting my vote too. We're
Okay.
moving on because I didn't like the point you were making. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to
Okay.
hear it.
Next, the Battle of the Chris's. We got Chris Rock and we got Chris Tucker. I have no idea.
Really?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna go Chris Tucker.
Oh.
Okay.
Yo, first of all,
Okay.
Rush Hour.
That's what you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
Need
yeah,
I say
that's-
more? Chris Tucker.
Chris Rock, because you can't say more than Rush Hour. It ends there.
Whoa.
Rush
hold
Hour
on.
1, 2, and 3.
Friday?
Okay. I haven't
He
even
just shrug his shoulders to Friday.
to Chris Rock.
I am affronted.
All right.
I am affronted. You said nothing after Rush Hour. First of all, Friday is a classic. Classic. Need I say more?
But Chris Rock, man. Chris Rock is hilarious in everything.
Then you
he
better
does.
take your back. Don't
I
immediately
honestly-
switch lanes. Don't
No,
immediately
no,
switch
no,
lanes.
because Chris Tucker is where my vote was gonna go. But Chris Rock, and he got slapped by Will Smith and took it like a G, took it like a champ. You know, didn't bitch about it.
What was he? All right.
What?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
What?
No, go ahead. Please say your pick.
I might have to come back to this. I don't know.
Nope. You
I
gotta
don't
go
know.
now.
Good God. This is what it's like being the tiebreaker.
1-1.
huh?
1-1.
Chris Rock and Chris Tucker. I gotta go with Chris Tucker. Specifically because of his scene in Rush Hour. Who are you? I am you. That's what I'm asking you.
Yo, I'll watch that to this day and will start crying by the end
That
of it.
is what the hell are y'all beating him? He gets tossed around by this 7'6" nigga. Yo, I would give it to Chris Rock.
I got a thyroid condition.
And his stand-up is hilarious. His stand-up, I don't know if you've ever seen Chris Tucker stand-up, but he is hilarious. That nigga's stupid funny.
I've seen Chris Rock stand up. Never Chris Tucker.
Oh,
Would you say that his Chris Tucker stand up is better than Chris Rock's? Because I haven't seen it.
Indeed.
Indeed.
I would
Well,
say-
that's
I would-
a very
I
hot
would-
take.
I would say that because Chris Tucker is way more animated in his stand-up. That's what I would say personally. pretty much.
Can you
Okay,
speak that
so
into the
we got-
mic, Neil, so we can all hear?
No.
If he can give his own take on.
Why? Because black people can't be racist? Is that what this is? Anyways, we have Adam Sandler and Kevin James.
Wow.
Not
They
even,
occupy the
Kevin.
same exact lane.
except one's funny and the other isn't at all.
Oh, wait. Before you say who's funny, who's not
Oh, he's
funny?
going.
Kevin James
Yeah,
is
I
not
was gonna
funny.
say,
Okay.
Nobody's going against Adam Sandler.
Paul
It's just-
Blart, bro. Come on. Get him out of here.
You right.
Nah,
you
Paul
right.
Blart
Adam Sandler.
solidified that no mall cop should be taken serious.
Adam Sandler.
So when you guys see
You're right,
black
I was
people
thinking-
treating mall cops like shit, it's not because
That's not
we're
gonna be
just
a
dickheads.
stop.
It's because
This doesn't need to be a clip.
It's because Paul Blart just showed us that, like, what are we taking him serious for?
Okay.
Huh? What is he gonna stop? A crime? No, he's not.
That's
not.
look.
When you
I
see
had
these-
forgot all about that movie. That actually kind of lightweight made this so easy for me.
Adam Sandler, because, like, granted they were both in Grown Ups, but who was doing the work in Grown Ups?
The Zohan.
What'd you say?
The Zohan.
What's that?
Don't mess with Zohan.
You've never seen Zohan?
I don't think I've ever seen Zohan.
Well, we're gonna have to watch that at some
Okay,
point.
yeah, we can do that. We can do that indeed. We can do that
Yo,
indeed. But
he
we
plays
Mr.
a-
Silky Smooth.
Yeah, he plays a hairdresser. Yo, that movie. Like, I don't. I saw that in theaters.
I did too.
It's not like. It's honestly not even towards the top of his list of best works.
But it's so stupid.
You watched Napoleon Dynamite?
Mhm.
It's not the same type of humor, but it's dumb funny like that.
Hmm. Yeah, I love Zohan. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites.
It's-
It's nowhere near his best.
Yo,
But
it,
it's
it,
just
yeah,
funny
no,
people
it-
is good.
that-
But
this is
the
a-
Zohan.
this is kind of a tough one. Dave Chappelle versus Marlon Wayans.
Dave Chappelle versus Marlon Wayans.
I'll stand up alone. I'm gonna have to give it to Dave Chappelle. Yo, first of all, the Chappelle show was funny. Dave Chappelle's stand up is like
Top notch. I agree.
I'm in tears every time.
I agree.
There's nobody else I'm in tears for every special.
That's true.
But Marlon Wayans not only gave us the Wayne Show, he gave us White Chicks. He gave us a Haunted House 1 and 2. He was in most of the scary movies doing work with his big bro.
Smokey.
Like, come on. I don't know
You
if I
got
can.
your papers, Smokey?
I would love to
I
give
got
it to.
papers.
I would love to give it to Dave Chappelle like that, but I didn't really rock with Dave Chappelle when he was younger. I don't know why. It just wasn't.
Does Wayne Brady have to smack a bitch?
But I'm gonna have to cast my vote with Marlon Wayans because I gotta give Mans his credit.
You need to watch. I think it's
guy
Half
is
Baked.
Hilarious.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, I think this is pretty simple for him.
Smokey.
Why'd you say it like that though? You said it like Marlon Wayans doesn't deserve a vote.
I didn't want to hate on the man. I don't like his movies. I don't like his type of comedy. I don't like a Haunted House that much. The scary movies. It's just not my type of comedy. I didn't want
Yo.
to divulge into this.
Have you seen
This
have you
man
seen-
and Kevin Hart in the scary movies is funny. He had that part with Anthony Anderson always kills me.
when
How
they're
can
in
you
the-
be?
the
How can you?
Brokeback Mountain?
Yo. What you doing, man? I'm just reaching for some nuts.
Calm down.
That's Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw that. I know that
When he-
scene. I saw that scene when I
Yo,
was a
when
kid.
they're in the bar and he bites his dude.
Why'd you get to do that in front of him? That's my first time meeting him.
No, what I'm saying is how can you
How can you turn up dead? How can you turn up missing? She was already dead. No. He said-
That's some
he
real
said-
shit.
he said,
That's some
how
real
can
shit.
You wake up dead. Bro, I can't do it justice. I can't do it
those
justice.
scenes are hilarious. But
Oh my goodness.
oh my but one of his favorites of mine is first of all the West Side.
What is that? Yo, that's
Which when you think about it in relation to everything and then the commercial, hilarious. But one of my favorites is when she's talking to him, she says, Smokey, you got your papers? I got my papers. I got blunts, bongs, bowls.
Yo, I'm So have you seen Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking juice in the hood?
Yes.
Yo, that shit is hilarious. Do we have a problem?
Still Dave Chappelle though.
Dave Chappelle, hey man.
If you haven't seen Don't Be a Menace in South Central while drinking juice in the hood, go watch it.
Go watch it.
That movie's so fun. No, not that. That's the kids. That's the kids' lunch. What you say when you meet a nice man? Are you my daddy?
Yo, that is hilarious. Okay, well, that concludes a very, very tough round one. And now we are ready to move into the second round of this comedy tournament. And with that, we have the Martin Lawrence up against the one and only Seinfeld. Where do you guys lie with this?
It's a one-namer against the two-namer.
It's a one-namer against the...
You say Seinfeld, you know who you talking about. I say Lawrence, you might think that's the first name.
But if I sing it, then you know exactly who I'm talking about. Martin!
I would have no idea what you're talking about.
It's the intro.
I figured it was, but...
All right. Well, so who you going with?
Me? Who am I going? Okay, because I'm not too familiar with Seinfeld, at least not enough compared to Martin Lawrence. You know, Martin Lawrence is probably one of my favorite comedians. He's definitely top 3 in my book. If we had a Mount Rushmore, he would be an Abraham Lincoln spot for sure. But so yeah, that's where I'm gonna cast my vote. Don't tell me that he's in Abraham Lincoln's waiting the 4th spot.
No, but I hate when we do it like that because it makes it seem like we ranked our presidents, which we didn't. I think they went in chronological order.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Oh, I thought they were ranked. I was like, dang, everybody.
You thought George Washington was our best president?
Did I?
Never mind. That's not what this is about.
It's not what this is.
Martin Lawrence, one on the board.
I'm going to go Jerry Seinfeld once again.
Ooh, okay. I'm familiar with...
I'm really trying to think of some like classic Jerry quotes from Seinfeld, and I'm blanking right now, and they'll come later. But once I think of them,
we're gonna cut the camera off. Yeah. You're gonna have them.
Yep.
I think Martin Lawrence in this case is the complete package: stand up, a show, and movies.
Indeed.
I gotta give the edge to Martin Lawrence. It's a tough one though because Seinfeld was. I think he really took his foot off the gas because, like, first of all, he was Seinfeld.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say he took his foot off the gas. I mean, Seinfeld just sold to Netflix for, what was it, like $500 million?
Yeah, but it's not like they're making new episodes.
Exactly.
He's on the business side.
He didn't need to do anything anymore.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Martin, the show Martin was on when Martin was young. That's real young Martin. He was hungry then. He was doing stand-up and the show.
And movies.
Yeah, and now, and like, dude, Martin Lawrence is in a lot of movies.
Jerry Seinfeld, he's not the best actor, even in Seinfeld. Like he's just Jerry.
So
I think it'd be hard for Jerry to really be an actor.
My vote goes to Martin Lawrence on this one.
Alrighty.
Ben Stiller versus James Franco in the next round, or in the next. Well, in this round, next matchup.
Yeah.
Don't know what I'm talking about here.
Ben Stiller, James Franco. The vet, Ben Stiller.
Isn't Franco canceled for something?
Yes.
I haven't seen him in forever.
Are you aware of what it is?
I think it's something to do with the class he was teaching. He
took like advantage of a situation
he
should not.
He taught an acting class, I believe, for some university, and I think he did something that crossed the line, and then Seth Rogen completely stabbed him in the back.
The Interview is one of my favorite movies, though.
Same.
That movie is hilarious.
Who was it? Ben Stiller?
Yeah.
Ben Stiller?
Ben Stiller. James
I might.
Franco.
I'm
Carey
gonna go
gone too
Ben
soon.
Stiller. I'm gonna go Ben
You're
Stiller.
going Ben Stiller?
Yeah, him in Arrested Development. Hilarious.
Tony Wonder.
Yes, absolute hilarious. Both Zoolanders are hilarious.
I'm gonna go Ben Stiller as well, because most of his movies he didn't need help with. As I said earlier, I believe that Seth Rogen was the one doing the carrying.
I think Seth
for
Rogen.
James Franco.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Prob-
be that as it may, either one of them needed the other, or they needed each other
Yeah.
to bounce off of each other. Ben Stiller didn't need that. Ben Stiller was just funny in his own right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give my vote to Ben Stiller as well. Not discrediting James Franco, because I do believe he is a funny actor, but Ben Stiller is a much funnier actor. And that's what this is all about, baby.
No, I agree with Eli. Ben
was
Stiller
gonna
is
say,
a
is
much
he gonna-
funnier actor.
Is he getting the sweep though? That's
Oh,
the question.
he's definitely getting the sweep.
Oh,
I love James Franco. I love
the
Pineapple
bros.
Express and The Interview, but meet the parents, meet the Fockers,
Yeah,
Skarsky and Hutch,
yeah.
and I don't know, Dodgeball, Zoolander. Stiller has too many classics. Too many, way too many. What's the movie with him and Seth Rogen? Or is it? No, it's him, Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn's in a lot of Ben Stiller movies, and Vince Vaughn's hilarious as well. But the Alien movie with Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn, they're like the Neighborhood Watch. I think it may be called Neighborhood Watch.
Oh
The
yeah, that
Watch.
movie's hilarious.
Yeah, that movie was pretty good too.
Kevin Hart, Chris Tucker.
Kevin Hart, Chris Tucker. Now this is a difficult one because I fuck with both of these guys.
Not for me.
Oh yeah? Go ahead and cast your vote then.
Mr. Hart, please come to the stage.
Okay. It's
Take off your jacket.
Kevin Hart is just like his comedy. I used to go back and watch all of them.
Oh yes.
He's hilarious. The deer bruh, all of that.
I'm a grown
The
little
raccoon,
man.
bang bang.
Dick shot twice, disappeared into the dark.
I sent my son out there with the trash bag. My dad thinks there's somebody living in his phone. Cyrus.
Wake up.
Cyrus. Yeah, and then his movies are like we were talking about the Scary Movie. Yo,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Kevin Hart is a young actor, Soul Plane.
So playing this funny. Hey.
Yo, I'm Kevin Hart.
And his dynamic with The Rock is untouchable.
Bro, I didn't even think about those.
Them two niggas together are epitomize what it means to be humor. Like the jokes that they make off of each other, it's the best relationship that I've seen in a very long time. And I was gonna try and make the argument for Chris Tucker because I do fuck with Chris Tucker. Him young, his stand up is great, but it is not as good as Kevin Hart. I'm a grown little man. Listen.
Yo, he's talking about Shaq and LeBron.
He falls over. Yo, no, I have to give the nod to Kevin Hart because Kevin Hart is.
Can we get another second round sweep, Jacob?
That is exactly what this is about to be.
Wonderful.
Kevin Hart, moving on. Clean sweep.
Now this one.
Next one is tough, man.
Sandler, Dave Chappelle. I feel like this is on opposite ends of the spectrum.
It is,
You
it
got
is,
Dave
because-
Chappelle, who's heavy stand up.
Yep.
Then you got Adam Sandler, who's like movies speak for themselves. Dave Chappelle's stand up speaks for itself. Once you take in the Chappelle show to account, I feel like maybe is that one of our tiebreakers here? Either one of you guys got to.
I can go.
Go ahead.
As hard as this is, Chappelle show is hilarious. I'm going Adam Sandler though.
I can see that.
Too many
It is
classics
comedy
in the
actors.
vault. Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, The Waterboy, obviously Zohan,
The Longest Yard.
The Longest Click.
Longest Yard.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that movie.
Yeah. Big Daddy,
Why does it taste like somebody shit in my mouth?
Anger Management, one of my favorites.
I didn't watch that one.
Well, really? Damn.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Damn. So yeah, I mean,
Is that the one? Mr. Deeds? Is that the other one?
Mr. Deeds. Yeah, when he's what's
He's
the one where he's the
abortion-
devil's son?
I don't know.
It's like Lil Tommy or something.
Oh, I didn't see that one either.
That one's not that.
I know
good,
which one you're
but,
talking about.
But yeah, Sandler, huge catalog. We'll go Adam Sandler here.
Do you have a vote?
Oh, also Uncut Gems. I know it's not a comedy, but Uncut Gems was insane.
I haven't decided yet.
You haven't?
No.
Damn, I was hoping I could have some more time to think. Well, why don't you go first?
I'm gonna have to go Adam Sandler then, just because it's comedy acting. Dave Chappelle's stand-up is hilarious. You could make the argument that's a form of acting. Half Baked was good. He's been in other stuff, but I'm going Adam Sandler.
So I'm also going Adam Sandler because, as I said before, I wasn't really a fan of young Dave Chappelle. So the Chappelle show was, it was all right. It was funny at times, but it's not like something that the Chappelle show isn't something that I would put on by myself. Like if I just got done with the workout, I'm eating my post-workout meal, and I want to watch something funny, the Chappelle show is not what I'm going to turn on. Now, if Grown Ups came across my screen, I would put that on. If some Adam Sandler came across my screen, I would definitely put that on. But young Dave Chappelle isn't what I'm going with, And I do fuck with young Adam Sandler,
But, are you making that face because he said he wouldn't put Chappelle Show on and would put Grown Ups on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Grown Ups
is not even close.
Not funnier than the Chappelle Show.
Be that as it may.
I understand the point you're making.
I know. I was
like the longest yard. Yes.
We didn't even touch on SNL's kind of cheeks now, but Sandler on SNL when he was
never watched SNL.
Ever? You haven't even gone back and watched like skits of Will Ferrell or Adam Sandler. Some of these dudes
they pop up every once in a while, but
you never seen Adam Sandler and Chris Farley, the lunch lady?
No.
Oh man. All right, well, we'll have to watch.
All right. So the final four here. You got Martin Lawrence squaring off with Ben Stiller. Those are resumes to be feared. Resumes to be feared.
Listen, if you're here in this final four, holy shit. The catalog. Yeah. The catalog to get here. Outstanding. Martin Lawrence, Ben Stiller. So I want to go on ahead and, before we get into this, I want to shout out our four final contestants. We have Martin Lawrence, we have Ben Stiller, we have Kevin Hart, we have Adam Sandler. These four guys, if you don't know about them, I don't know what you've been doing your entire life.
Living under a rock.
Must be. So, we're just going to go on ahead and get into it. Martin Lawrence, Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller.
Martin Lawrence.
Was that your vote and your vote? Is that what just happened? Okay.
Wow.
Neil going Ben Stiller. Eli going Martin Lawrence. Jacob.
Doesn't know too much Martin Lawrence. I don't know.
I do not know enough Martin Lawrence. Even if I didn't, I think if Ben Stiller was going up against Jerry Seinfeld here, if this is comedy, I don't know what this comedic actors, right? Seinfeld has Seinfeld, but when I'm thinking movies anyways, I'm taking Ben Stiller over most of these people on the list.
Fair enough.
What's his role in Madagascar? Alex? Yeah.
Alex?
Yep.
The lion. Roar.
We're going Stiller, baby.
Okay. If there was anybody that I would want Martin Lawrence to lose to, it's not Ben Stiller. But,
Adam Sandler, Kevin Hart. I feel like that last one was really tough. I'll give it to Ben Stiller because I think he's a better actor. This one's really tough though. These are both guys that have been surrounded by people and done their thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're also guys who have independent, where they were the bigger actor in there and still did their thing.
And I think we're familiar enough with each of these actors that when we do give these votes, it's not discrediting either either or. You know, both of them are great in their own rights, but I'm gonna go on ahead and give my vote to Kevin Hart. You know, I have no quarrels with the man. Everything that he touches is pure gold. I love Kevin Hart. You know, again, his dynamic with The Rock, who is one of my other favorite people in the world. You know, they're great. So Kevin Hart has my vote. Hopefully these two feel the same way, but we will see.
Jacob,
You want to go?
I haven't decided yet.
Trying to decide if I do feel the same way, Eli. And
I don't want to take anything away from Adam Sandler. You know, you can't. I don't have the authority to. You know, he's done it all himself. You know, they both have movies where they're the butt of the joke. You know, they both have movies where they're making the jokes against other people. They both have movies where it's not even about jokes and it's serious. They're both great actors. You know, aside from the comedy.
Mm-hmm. No,
so it is tough. I think Kevin just had that edge because of there was something on my hand. I don't know what it was, but I think Kevin Hart just had the edge because
all right.
because his stand up as a young comedian, you know, he's just
I think I have decided, and I am going to go with Adam Sandler. After thinking long and hard, not an easy decision.
Mm-hmm. Was there something on your hand too?
Yeah, I guess so. But wasn't that? I didn't even think about Funny People until just now. Funny People is hilarious. Half of it's like it's a 2.5 long comedy, so like that's a problem, right? So the first hour and a half is funny because they essentially play themselves. They just play comedians in the movie. I believe Seth Rogen's in it too, and Leslie Mann, hilarious. And then the last half of the movie kind of takes on a more serious tone. It's not bad, but it's not really what you went to go see. But the first half of Funny People, some of his best work.
I've never seen Funny People.
Man.
Neither have I.
I don't even think I've heard of it.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, I didn't know.
Let our fans tell you I'm too young to know about it, you know. So hey,
Don't be salty.
ah.
Yo. I'm gonna go Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Okay, Hart. Moving on.
That was a tough one for me.
You were.
I'm not like I'm not even upset. I'm not really upset.
You were thinking long and hard about that. What pushed you over the edge, Neil? Or if it wasn't anything.
So to me, I guess it's like him
giving him the Adam Sandler the vote.
So for me, it was kind of Kevin Hart being able to do the triple threat of head of show, Real Husbands of Hollywood is abs.
Yes.
Like
yes.
That show is so funny.
Your boy is on there too.
I don't want to talk about it.
Who?
You know.
I don't.
You know.
I have no clue.
Nick Cannon.
Oh yeah, Neil's boy.
All right. Okay. Ben Stiller, Kevin Hart.
Final
Ben
round.
Stiller, Kevin Hart.
Ben Stiller, Kevin
Make
Hart.
me explain my vote and then
Okay, go ahead.
bring up him.
Oh.
No, Ben Stiller, Kevin Hart. I don't want to finish now. Ben
This
Stiller,
is
Kevin
the
Hart.
Final round. Holy Ben Stiller and Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart has got my vote. You know, I think I said why in the last round. I'm going to say the same thing. Everything that he touches is gold. You know, his stand-up is amazing. I don't think the only stand-up that I didn't appreciate was his stand-up that he did during the pandemic.
I thought that one was funny.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. It wasn't for me. But, I mean, obviously we have some fans of it.
Have we seen his new movie with Woody Harrelson? Is it The Man from Toronto? I think it's what it's called.
No, I haven't seen it yet. But have we seen his movie with what's his name? The one guy.
I just watched the one with Mark Wahlberg. I did not like it. I didn't
about.
like it.
You didn't?
No.
I
was disappointed. Like I had really high hopes going into that movie.
It was like, you know, when comedy is just forced.
It was cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Mark Wahlberg especially. I usually love everything Mark Wahlberg's in, and I did not like Mark Wahlberg in that. He just plays a moron.
Kevin Hart also has a.
But when Kevin Hart's minivan got destroyed,
that
shit was hilarious.
Yeah, no, but Kevin Hart has a talk show. Damn. Yeah, tough. You know, them old people. Okay. Keep them away from Kevin. But Kevin Hart has my vote.
Yeah, solid points. Ben Stiller has my vote. I think it's kind of the same argument you had for Kevin Hart. I think Stiller just has so many classics. Not necessarily anymore, but from like early 2000, like from 2000, basically 2010, everything Sandler touched was pretty much gold. Or not Sandler, sorry, Stiller touched was pretty much gold.
I would say he definitely does have more classic movies.
Dude, his character in Dodgeball, he's the Globo Gym dude. Yeah, nobody makes me bleed my own blood. And then him in Tropic Thunder, when he's, you know, the trailers in Tropic Thunder before the movie starts. Scorcher.
Yo, that movie is so funny.
I know.
I'm a dude disguised as another dude playing another dude.
Plus, Ben Stiller, shout out to his father, Jerry Stiller. He plays George's dad on Seinfeld. You would recognize him if you saw him, if you don't know him by name.
Isn't he on King Queens with?
Yeah. So we're going Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller, Kevin Hart.
I really didn't want to be the tiebreaker in this.
Of the 2022 comedic bracket.
I don't know. This is a tough one. All right. Hold on. Give me a second. Don't give me it.
I'm sorry.
I don't have a pick yet. I don't have a pick yet.
Put the sticks down. Stop.
I mean, that's a tough one. Because, like, Zoolander is literally a movie that will have me, like...
Look into the camera and give them your best blue steel.
Yo, because, like, my favorite thing about Blue Steel is, like, all of his faces look the exact same. That's so funny when he's doing that, like, run through of all his different faces, and they're just Blue Steel all the way through.
But he was looking at the bird. His body was facing this way, but his head was facing this way. Damn, you don't know what Damn, he threw the pin at it. And Kevin Hart was like, "Why would you do that? I just don't know why you would have to do that." Orangutan, red. You know what? It's all good. We don't.
It's tough. It's tough.
The orangutan.
It's tough. I mean,
didn't
look, he carried himself in the last round. I gave it to him in the last round. Now I know you could definitely make the argument that Adam Sandler and Ben Stiller are very close. Like,
yeah,
they're close enough that if I didn't vote for Adam, this should be an easy one for me. But I didn't see Zoolander until probably like 5-6 years ago. As an adult, that movie had me dying laughing. And I like there's a lot of talent in that movie. There's a lot of talent. Kevin Hart's obviously like Kevin Hart's got a heck of a resume. Been surrounded by a bunch of people. Jack Black, Dwayne Johnson. Them in Central Intelligence. That movie is hilarious. This is a tough one for me.
Who you got?
I really
got?
Didn't want to be the deciding factor in this. think I'm gonna have to go with Kevin Hart. I'm gonna lock him. I might have to do a Jacob in this. Hold on. I might have to. Hold on. I'm not locking that in.
Comedic bracket. We have Kevin Hart as your winner. Wow. It feels so good to have a
you try to just wrap it up.
But yeah, it feels good to have a stand-up comedian up there as the best, the number one, and we all can agree. We're gonna go on ahead and ink it. It's inked, whether the handwriting is good or not. Hey, so Kevin Hart, 2022. Listen, we don't have a ribbon for you. We don't have a trophy, but you'll get exactly what the other guys got. Good job. That feels great. That feels wonderful. Hey, what a bracket.
I feel like I came out on the wrong side of a lot of these matchups. This bracket hurt. I'm not gonna lie. Congrats to Kevin Hart.
Congrats to Kevin Hart. Hey, we love to see it. I'm glad we got up.
Chris Tucker, you had no business beating Chris Rock in the first round. Absolutely none.
Whoa.
My final thought right there.
Whoa. We're mad at round one matchups, and it's Chris Tucker and Chris Rock that you're upset with? I guess that makes sense. No. I mean,
Chris Rock should
You
have
were
won it all.
about to say Will Ferrell.
No, I was looking around. I wasn't about to say Will Ferrell. If I had it my way, Jim Carrey would still be in.
I would have no problem with Jim Carrey being in there. Because if Jim Carrey was representing, if he won
Jim
that
Carrey
matchup, he's going to the final,
Oh.
and I'm voting for Jim Carrey.
Well, you voted for Ben Stiller.
That's what I said. I said if Jim Carrey came out of that
No,
matchup,
yeah.
I would vote for Jim Carrey over anyone else on that list.
But Kevin Hart.
These two were the.
But Kevin Hart would still be.
Yeah, but he doesn't deserve to be there.
Whoa.
But you caught Neil at the right time. Neil gave it to you.
Whoa.
Neil gave it to you. It's okay.
Doesn't deserve to be up there.
Especially in comparison to Ben Stiller. Come on now. I know I get that Kevin Hart's funny now. He's a small dude, and social media is big right now. So Kevin Hart gets out there. He puts out bad movies on Netflix. I get it. He's in right now.
I mean, what has Ben Stiller been doing recently though?
That's what I'm saying. He's in right now. But if we're looking at catalogs, you can't tell me. And
Nah,
if we're doing actors, if we're doing movies,
catalogs,
especially, he cannot touch Ben
catalogs.
Stiller's movies. Central Intelligence is
Be that
funny.
as
Get
in-
Hard is funny.
Be that as in May, I don't think there's anybody on this list that can touch Kevin Hart and stand up.
I don't think you've seen most of the catalogs from the people on this list other than Kevin Hart and Martin Lawrence.
That's not true at all. Seen a lot of Martin Lawrence, Will Ferrell, Danny McBride. I haven't seen Seinfeld. You're right. I haven't seen too much of that. I haven't seen.
Have you seen Starsky and Hutch?
Huh?
Have you seen Starsky and Hutch?
No.
You've seen Tropic Thunder?
Are
Right?
we about to do this on? Is this? Are we? I get it. I'm young, and
Well,
my mom wasn't putting on a lot of white comedians.
All right,
They mainly happen to be black comedians.
that's not where I was getting at, but
No. In most of the guys that are on here, it's niggas, and that's what I was laughing at. The niggas, Martin Lawrence, Kevin Hart. Hey, I've seen Seth Rogan. We've seen James Franco, Bill Burr. I just got put on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I wasn't even like that when it came to Dave Chappelle. I wanted Marlon Wayans more than that. You voted for Dave. What's up? Wow, the brackets. The brackets. And that is it for the More to Us podcast before Neil changes his vote.
thank you for joining in. Till next time.
Till next time.
Woo! No, I gotta do it. He's right. As he was sitting there talking, he swayed me. He did. Look, Kevin Hart is. Look, dog. Yo, why did you guys make me the tiebreaker on this? Both of these. Like, no, you're right. I picked Kevin Hart. I'm gonna stay Kevin Hart. I'm gonna. God damn it! Why did you guys not cut it off? Now I'm more undecided than I was.
Kevin Hart is the winner. Till next time.